a great childhood. You know, I grew up in Sierra Madre, which is a suburb of Los Angeles, and second of 4 kids, great parents. I could never figure out how to fit in. I could never figure out how to be like all the other kids. There was something different about me that I could never pinpoint. I could never like figure out how to get. So, you know, I spent a lot of years trying to figure out how to be like other kids, and I put on all these like costumes, if you will. I was this chameleon. Anything that you were about, if I thought you were cool, if I thought that if I was about that, you would like me. And so I did that, whatever it was. You know, playing t-ball, playing baseball, you know, playing whatever. But I never really loved it. I never really enjoyed it. I was hoping to gain some, you know, some connection, because I didn't know how to do it. Thankfully, I discovered alcohol at a fairly young age, and it was able to take away all that insecurity, the fear, the self-doubt, all of that stuff. It was able to take all that away, and I was finally able to be kind of comfortable in my own skin, and it worked for a good long time, you know, and until it didn't anymore. And by 19 years old, I was a daily drinker, and by 22, I was basically homeless. Alcohol absolutely cut me to pieces. I was happy to do whatever drugs you had. I was happy to do whatever was in your pocket. But when it was my money bought Jack Daniels. That was my favorite. So what happened was that I got introduced to the rooms of recovery. I got introduced into 12-step program, and I was a mess. I was an absolute mess. I was not housebroken. I was a real mess, and I went through a really gnarly detox in the back of a meeting room, and it was really hard, and they were very dark days for me. I went through a lot of hell. Fortunately, the men in that room circled up around me, and they helped me get through it, and they just kind of loved me, man. They just kind of brought me in, and they showed me what I needed to do, and they gave me the guidance that I needed, and they watched as I stumbled through my first couple of years of sobriety, and made huge mistakes, and got involved in situations I shouldn't have got involved in, all the dumb shit that you do when you're new in recovery, all these brilliant ideas that seem brilliant at the time that are not. And slowly what happened is I just kind of came back to life. I ended up, making amends to my parents, and met this neat girl that I ended up marrying, and I was told that in order to repay these men for what they had done for me, it was my job to do it with somebody else. And I took that job pretty seriously. And so since fall of 1999, I have been very actively walking men through the process of rebuilding their lives. At first I wasn't very good at it, but I was told that my job was to say yes. I was told that was what I was supposed to do, and that the universe would put guys with me that needed what I had to offer. And I worked with a lot of guys, and not a lot of them were staying sober in those early days, but I was. And the more I learned, the more I was able to help. The better I got at helping dudes. Coming up on now 18 years. I've taken well over 100 men through the process. I've watched dozens and dozens and dozens of men rebuild their lives. I've walked them through the process. It's been unbelievable for me. It has been the absolute the joy of my life.